I believe with all my heart that we need people to show up in our lives that are more happy than we are to help us realize how blessed we are. I believe that there are people that are strategically placed in our path when we're having a difficult time or when we want to complain. They'll show up. Hey, have you listen? Hold on, man. This is good. This is good right here. Have you ever seen people who were doing worse than you? They had less money. They had an older car. They didn't have the family that you have, but they seem to be more happy than you. Have you ever seen those kind of people? Man, I met a family not long ago. It's a true story. I'm in Los Angeles, California. I met a family that was on the side of the road asking for assistance, asking for money. I passed by them at first because I'm guilty as you are. Sometimes I judge people. I say, oh man, they're going to use my money for X, Y, and Z. Or I even say to myself sometimes what they did to even be in this situation. Man, I turned around because this guy gave a smile. And I didn't even notice the smile because I was trying to do, what we do. Like I was trying to look ahead so I don't make eye contact. But as I'm driving off, I see that this guy has the biggest smile that I've seen in a long time. So I said, let me make the block. I'm by myself. I didn't have anywhere to go in the moment. I was just heading home. So let me make the block and come back and talk to this brother. Man, God placed it upon my heart to let this brother get in my car. He gets in my car, and I said, man, let's pull over to the parking lot there was a grocery store over there. And as we're pulling over to the grocery store, it was the most interesting sight that you could ever see. He's smiling, but he's crying. Yeah, you ever see people have tears of joy? I mean, he's smiling, but they're huge tears coming down his face. And I'm like, oh, what's going on? I mean, do you need some tissue? Is everything all right? He said, man, I'm just excited because today you're my angel. I'm like, I'm just a guy from around angel. I didn't come from heaven. He said, no, I know you didn't come from heaven, but I believe that you were sent and you made the loop back, man. Thank you. I said, man, well, tell me what's going on. He said, look to your left. I looked to my left, and just beyond the tree line, there was a tarp, a blue tarp. I saw a couple of little eyes poking from beyond the bushes. He had a wife and 3 kids that were sleeping behind that bush by the freeway, by the 405, under a blue tarp. This guy was not involved in any drugs. This guy was not involved in any alcohol issues. He was not involved in anything like that. He moved to California with the promise of a job. He worked that job for a year, fell on hard times. The job fired him. He didn't have enough money to keep paying rent. Didn't even have enough money to get back to where he was originally from. And so he's on the side of the road, homeless. I was initially going to give him $5, but I was led to give him everything that was in my wallet, which was more than $5, more than $20. It was more than $100. This brother was crying because now he could go down to the motel or the hotel down the street that was charging him, I want to say $29 a night, and he had enough money to pay for a week. He could buy food and so forth. He just wanted a place for his people, his family to be able to sleep so he can go out and look for another job. But despite everything that was up against him, this dude had joy and had a demeanor that the world didn't give. As a song my grandma used to sing, and the world can't take it away. Have you ever met somebody in your life that was just excited about life? 2024 is a very interesting year. There are lots of things that we can complain about. There are lots of things that you and I could sit down and make a laundry list of things that are wrong. But I would encourage you, next to your laundry list of things that are wrong, why don't you make a laundry list of things that are right? I want you to learn how to make 2 lists every day. Don't just make a list of things that you feel did not go right in your life or did not go right in your in your circle for the day. Make a list of things that have gone right. and practice. Number one, if you're going to get to a place where you can turn, you can live a life of gratitude despite the tough times that we're in. I want to encourage you to learn how to journal, to write down, and to take notes about those things in your life that are good. You may not have $1 million, but are your kids healthy? If your kids aren't healthy, if they are having some challenges, are they alive? If they are in a place where things are not the best, find something to be grateful for every single day. It's so funny to me when I approach the kitchen in the morning, and one of my duties on most days is to try and make breakfast. My wife does lunch for my son, so I try to make breakfast every morning. And I'm in there some days, and we both, my wife and I, will try to find something new and fancy. And we're thinking to ourselves, oh, he's tired of eating this or he's tired of eating that. And we'll put something new on the table. And he's like, where's the stuff I've been eating? I want that. In other words, I was satisfied. You thought I needed something else to make me happy. No, what make me happy, Mommy and Daddy, is as I have my same eggs the same way that I've been having. I don't need no new fancy this and no. I'm just excited to be at the table. And I say to myself sometimes, man, wow. We can learn how to appreciate even the small things in life, or even the things that we might deem to be small. They are big for somebody else. So I'm going to encourage you. The way that you can work through your struggles in life and still live a life filled with gratitude, peace, hope, and happiness is, number one, learn how to jot down gratitude journal. Dedicate a few minutes every day. Turn that TV off. Turn that phone off. Turn social media off, right? And write down some things that went well that day that you just simply want to thank